Hello, friends. So today we are in Planet Zoo, and I kind of just wanted to go over what I've been working on. I'm trying, oh gosh, I'm still like trying to understand how to use the camera. I was trying to like not have the HUD on there, but oh well, you may just bear with me on that. Um, so so this is our entrance plaza to the zoo, and I started creating a habitat for my peafowls, and it was extremely large. And so I originally had made this custom fence that went all across on like this side here, and then on that on the back side here, and I ended up just making everything out of brick except for this first portion. So the guests were complaining because they couldn't see the peafowls, which makes sense because I have this giant pond here and the peafowls are like never over here anyway. So I decided to open up the habitat so guests can walk through. I still need to work on like putting in, some more bushes, and I may end up adjusting the pathway that the guests take. But I put this little feeder here so the peafowls are almost always in this center area. And then I blocked off this area here because I just felt like this really didn't need to be part of the habitat. So my thoughts were, and I also adjusted the barrier so it does make it a smaller habitat, but it's still extremely large for 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 how small the peafowls are. But I thought maybe this could be an opportunity to put in some sort of cafe. Maybe not the entire thing would be a cafe, but guests could come in through the cafe. I'm not sure exactly the rules as far as can you make a path inside a habitat that isn't connected to like these entrance and exit gates. I'm not sure about that. But I think the idea would be I have a cafe where guests can come in through possibly through here and exit out over here, and they're already in the exhibit. So I think that might be a good plan. I do kind of feel like something should be on the top of my brick walls. I just feel like this looks so plain, but I guess I could possibly put some trim on it or something. But yeah, those are my thoughts right now. So it does look really ugly. It does look really ugly right now, but I think that this is a better use of space than just having this big empty green back section of this habitat. And the peafowls are never over here anyway. So, I'm learning. I It's just sometimes because it's so frustrating to make a habitat and then you realize it's too small for whatever animal you're using it for. And so I'd rather have an extremely large habitat than one that's too small. So I also think this would be a good habitat for a larger animal. I think this is just like the first habitat, so I could potentially create a second habitat, move these peafowls into it, and then this could be the home for a larger animal that needs water. So we'll see. I'm just playing around with some ideas. But for now, oh, also I wanted to give an update over here. So the snakes that I had in this first little exhibit building died. So I put in another set of snakes and then a Gila monster. And then over here we have our main staff area. And so I would like to put in just kind of a decorative building here to round off this sort of courtyard that we have going on. And then I really am not sure about these walkways. Like they just I just feel like they need to be covered up with some tile or maybe some more brick. But then it's like I don't want to add on like I don't want to make it harder for myself than it needs to be, since this is really just for staff, and I mean nobody really cares about them too much. But yeah, so those are my thoughts right now. So before I do anything else, I think I want to show you all the peafowls. So we have two little chicks in here. One's a male and one's a female. I'm gonna click on this little guy, and yeah, he's pretty cute. He's pretty cute. And then, I mean, the female looks the same, but she just pooped. There she is, his little sister. And I think we have maybe 4 adults in here, and like 3 females and 1 male. So we have this ginormous area where they can go to sleep. And then we also have this sort of maintenance area here in the back. And this is negatively affecting guests, which I thought was kind of strange because they can't see it. And so it's like, how would they even know there was something there? So I may end up turning like this portion of it into an employee only pathway. And then maybe put something here, guests, maybe another exhibit or something right here. Guests can walk around it. So we'll see. So I'm going to do some building, and then I will check back in a few minutes. Now that we're on the roof portion of the building, I just kind of wanted to talk about my thought process going like as I'm building. And the roofs are usually pretty hard for me to like figure out, especially since I've been in like a city skylines mode for the past year or so. And so getting back into these frontier games, the roof is always a little bit tricky for me at least. So it did take me a while to figure out like what kind of windows I wanted. I didn't want it to look like a museum, but I also wanted it to look, you know, I wanted it to go with the sort of classical theme that I have going on with this zoo. And so I think in my mind, the like the green copper roof kind of is like a sort of like a greenhouse type roof. And so that's why I went with that. Honestly, I am not really a fan of the roof styles in Planet Zoo. There's just not many that I think look really great. So but the kind of light green one I kind of like because it has some like style and color to it. If I were like, am I making this up? I feel like in maybe in Planet Coaster there may have been some roof styles that you could change the color to, but you can't do that in Planet Zoo. But I may be totally wrong on that. I honestly can't remember what the roof styles were in Planet Coaster. But anyway, so yeah, so this kind of green looking one is my okay looking one. And I also had trouble with the top because I was like, this little eave here isn't going to work. So I decided to make it flat on that part, I believe. I think all of my other little buildings I had, they did have a little bit of, you know, like a little roof decoration on top, and this one just was not working with that. So I'm pretty sure I ended up making it flat, and then or did I put this little thing on? I am not. I don't. I'm not sure. Maybe I did. I think. Yeah, yeah. I think I left it like this. Now I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, that didn't work. I know I didn't choose that. I'm pretty sure it's flat. Now I'm just like waiting to see what did I do. No, it's flat. It's definitely flat. I don't think I kept that. So anyway, as you can see when building stuff, yes, it's flat. It just takes, you know, some experimenting to figure out, okay, what's going to look good? Does this look natural? Does this look like a real roof, you know, that you would see in the normal world? So yeah, so that was my thought process. This cafe, obviously, this is not going to be the main cafe of the zoo. I feel like a lot of zoos, when you walk in, there's like a grand cafe. And this is not that. This is like the intermediate cafe. And so I am planning on making a larger cafe at some point. It'll probably be, I mean, I would think it would be kind of in the around the center area of the zoo, which I have yet to really start planning anything else so far. So right now we just have the peafowls, and that's it. We have the little exhibit building, and that's it. So there's a lot of stuff. And if you have any ideas on what animals you want to see in the zoo, or what you think might look good with certain animals, because I do think, you know, when you're trying to plan out a zoo, the animals kind of need to be related to each other or in a similar environment, and that's kind of how you kind of go through phases as you're walking through a zoo. So if you have any ideas, leave a comment, let me know, and yeah, I would love to hear from you. Okay, so I'm going to get back to building, and then I think I'll be talking a little bit more. Okay, so now I have my little cafe built. It did take me probably about an hour to do this, and I'm still not quite happy with it. I don't really like the inside, the interior of the roof. So I'll see if I can. Yeah, so like this part, it just doesn't look like natural to me. So I'm not sure exactly how to make this look better on the inside, but I'm happy with what it looks like on the outside. So I just have, let me put this back on standard. So I just have a Mexilente in here and a Gulpy, and it's pretty plain right now. I need to put in just some little decorations and some signs, stuff like that, and just to kind of liven it up a little bit, and also some lights. I don't have any lights in here, but overall, I think it looks pretty good as far as like integrating it into the fencing that I have here. I was possibly thinking about making this look like a picnic area or something, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. I may put in like a little column, like I've been putting these little columns on the end, and they have a little bit of they kind of stick out a little bit to kind of make them stand out. I might put a little column on this corner just to kind of make it look a little more decorated. And then I think I'm going to surround this with some bushes, just so you don't see any lines that are not pretty. So yeah, I think this has turned out pretty good considering how huge I made this habitat. I think this has turned out pretty good. And I really like this maintenance keeper building, and how it's just integrated into the fencing. And this is definitely not something I ever would have planned out. It just kind of turned out this way, and I'm really happy with how it looks. And so over here, I'm just going to add in some more plants on the edges as well, and just to kind of round this out so it doesn't look odd with the not being flush against the building. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode. But as always, I thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what you think of these Planet Zoo videos. I'm really excited about them. And I'll see you guys next time.